Anybody else sick of endless bad news? I swear, man. You know, God, it's hard for me to even remember right now to bring up a memory of when the last time I heard good news is, like, when the last time something going on in this world gave me hope. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I had hope in 2008, 2010. Had like a, tiny glimmer of hope around 2012 that I held on to for a little while, maybe. Thinking maybe somehow miracle will happen, Ron Paul will get in there or something, right? And, the dream that he's just gonna get us out of all this fucking bullshit, Just this endless evil, that non-stop fucking goddamn loose drain evil bullshit from the government, from the corporations, and then it leaches out into humanity, and there's, from high up to right there on the streets down low, there's just this fucking blood sucking fucking darkness. And I'm so fucking tired of it. I'm so tired of it, man. I mean, goddamn, I grew up believing in America, I used to walk around singing fucking, God bless America, where at least I know I'm free. I won't forget the men you died, And, all these other songs like, classical American, America hymns kind of, America the Beautiful, shit like that. Hell, I could see myself probably like saluting a flag alone in my own bedroom or some shit, right? Or pledging, like, yeah. That's what I was like when I was younger, And I really thought that, like, I bought into this whole, it's the best country in the world, most freedom. Oh, you got such opportunity. Oh, this is such a great place. Oh, the future is gonna be so great, It's gonna be so great. Everything's just gonna be fucking great. You just got so much to look forward to, And it's just been downhill, just never-ending downhill fucking, like a snowball headed for hell or whatever, right? Just... And for, like, especially these last, like, 6 years or something, it's been, like, just a goddamn... I mean... But, shit's been pretty crazy for me, since, like, 2014, really, but... Oh, it was crazy, it's been crazy the whole time, but I'm talking about, there's levels of crazy, There's levels of things being bad, and, like, it's been, just... The level of crazy has been getting on, super high level, And when 2020, comes around and that shit started going on, man, it just got fucking bad shit, man. It was the worst fucking shit ever, I was fucking losing it, during that shit, and, little did I know that the horror show that was 2020 and 2021 and all that kind of shit would be a time that I would give anything to be able to go back there. I would give anything to be able to go back there to back then, because times were so much better then than they fucking are now, you know? And it just seems to keep getting worse and worse and worse, you know? You tuck yourself in. Time for beddy bye. Sleep tight. Don't worry about the possible incoming missiles from foreign countries, because our psychotic government is controlled by foreign powers that started World War fucking III. Yeah, don't worry. Everything is fine. It's okay. It's okay, honey. Oh, no, really, don't worry, because most people don't worry at all. Most people just go around thinking everything is goddamn fine. And that's why we're all fucked. Because most people, I guess they made a good choice for themselves, you know, they get to be happy. I get to be happy. And, you know, they'll be sound as a pound and happy as a clam, and right up until the fucking lights go out and it's over, you know. There could be like literal, demons, like a whole horde of demons in the street, just like ripping people's flesh off, and you could hear the growls through the fucking windows and the walls, and these people would just be sitting in their living room talking about the football game or some shit, right? Telling their kids to pull themselves up by their bootstraps or whatever. How was school, honey? Did you have a nice day at work, dear? Oh, it was swell. Gee golly, everything sure is great here. Yeah, did you hear they're bombing the shit out of countries all over the world? And why, no, that's terrible. Oh, I wouldn't worry about it, honey. Everything's fine. I'm sure everything will be okay. La 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 la. Yeah. And it just goes on and on and on and on. And the evil, bloodthirsty, psycho, Satanist pedophile mafia that runs our country and runs the goddamn world just keeps on, keeping on, keeps on getting away with it forever and ever and ever. I mean, really, I swear to God, the average people, my dad, and the normies out there, right? I mean, the fucking leader of the country could get on TV. He could get up there, the entire Congress, all of the media personalities and all of the celebrities could all get together on live television and feast on human flesh. Blood could run down their faces. They could pass around like the legs of like roast infants and stuff, and just eat them and drink huge glasses of blood. And they could get together taking turns like butchering fucking children with butcher knives, and they could put this on live television, and most people would just be like, Change the channel, honey. This show's weird. Yeah. Wonder if Dancing with the Stars is on. Hey, better get to bed. We gotta get up for work tomorrow, honey. La 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 la. Like, when the fuck? I mean, JFK got away with it. 9/11 got away with it. Epstein Island got away with it. Ping pong pizza got away with it. Franklin cover-up got away with it. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. Maybe it's a pattern. Hey, does any of this sound familiar? It goes on and on and on. All the wars, like millions and millions of people being fucking slaughtered. You know, women and children, fucking arms and legs laying all over the fucking ground, and blood splattered everywhere. Mutilated fucking people. But it's fine. Look, you know, don't worry about it. What do you think of that halftime show? Whew. Right. Which fucking satanic ritual did they do this year in this halftime show? Sorry, I guess I missed it. It just goes on and on. Fucking ridiculous. You know, growing up, I thought, you know, I was kind of inundated, and I believed this, you know, like the good guys always win, right? Yeah. Good guys always win. But I've been watching, you know, what's going on for years and years, decades and decades, and, you know, it seems to me like it's been quite the opposite of that, actually, by the looks of things, you know? People believing in fucking karma. Like, really? Really? Really, though? You know? Karma has left the building, folks. Yeah. The anti-karma is in charge. Alright? Oh, man. Oh no, there's bad people doing bad things. Look, what's that up there? It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Superman. Jesus is gonna come down from the sky. Everything is going to be good. Praise him, everything is great, Lord. It's great, Lord. Praise him, oh my God. Praise his name, Lord. Oh, Jesus. Going to hell for that one. Right now. Hopefully not. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to hell for the mockery and the people that just sit around and smile and being happy and ignoring the fucking rape and murder of children and mass genocide on a global scale and the government being controlled by Satanist pedophiles. Well, you know, those people are going to heaven. Why worry, eh? You know, the way I see it, the real problem in the world and why there are so many problems and why it's so fucking terrible. You know, you talk about, don't worry about this shit, it's not healthy for you. Think about what matters, friends, family, you know, love, you know, just the things that, you know, you can help to enjoy your life, right? Well, you know, that's all well and good advice. I mean, I suppose if we're, as a species, you know, planning to watch the world burn and not do any goddamn thing about it, and not care about it at all, not care about human suffering, then, well, that's just wonderful, isn't it? And the problem is, you know, you talk about carrying a heavy burden and the weight of the world on your shoulders, you know, like the symbolic, you know, the Atlas with the world on his shoulders, you know. It's a heavy burden, weighs you down. And, oh yeah, it really does. It really does. You know, thinking about all this negative shit, it's really stressful. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But you know what makes it so fucking terrible? Is that, you know, there's like, I don't know. Well, it feels like we've got like, I don't know. What are we supposed to have? 8 billion people or 300 million in the United States? You know, let's say 300 million in the United States, right? And then there's maybe what? I mean, I don't really know an exact number, but let's just say 100,000 or maybe even 300,000. You know, of those people, maybe, you know, more or less somewhere in there, right? Are you know, freaked out and worried and, you know, unhappy all the time, right? Because they're carrying all that weight by themselves while everybody else ignores what's going on, pretends that it's not happening, and that's why nothing ever gets fucking done. That's why there's no justice ever. That's why, you know, no justice because not enough people care about justice. There's no openness or understanding of the truth because there's not enough people to give a fuck about the truth. There's no right in this world, and the world is ruled by wickedness and by wrong because nobody gives a damn what's right anymore. As long as they feel like they're right. Me, mine. It always seems to be these heartless, soulless. I don't know, how did Bill Hicks put it? Heartless, soulless, mindless, purposeless, suckers of Satan's cock, each and every one of them, you know? Or whatever. I don't remember exactly how I put it. Just look up Bill Hicks, suckers of Satan's cock, and you'll probably find the clip. Pity that. I mean, I really think that's I mean, I'm not trying to sit here up on some goddamn high horse because I mean, I see the homeless people out there and I can't fucking help them. And I don't even know how I would help them, how I would be able to be all that helpful even if I was a goddamn millionaire because it's such a huge problem, you know? I could help some of them in some way, but, not really enough because there's too many restrictions in this world. I mean, maybe if I was a billionaire or something, I could help, halfway, a certain proportion or whatever, Maybe I could help thousands or something if I was a fucking billionaire, right? But I mean, the problem is so goddamn big. It's institutional fucking problem. It's a problem that has it's the institution. It's the corporations. It's the government. It's all the fucking root. Like it's so goddamn corrupt and rotten. It's rotten at the fucking core. It's a stinking pile of horse shit. It's worse. It's putrid. It's disgusting. It's puke and piss and vomit and shit. It's been just rotting in the sun with like rotten fucking, vegetables and meat that's just been out there rotting, decaying in the sun, the hot sun for a week or month, just. It's a fucking moral decay that has infected fucking everything. And I'm not some damn, angel sitting here with my halo, right? Some perfect little angel here. No, man, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's a little hard to stay clean when you're up to your eyeballs in shit. And ain't nobody care to fucking help clean it up. This goddamn world is like the... Ever seen the movie Labyrinth, It's how the energy in this world and how fucking fucked up it is. It's like being, trapped in the bog of eternal stench. It's a smell that you can't ever get off of you. You can't get clean because it's just so fucking disgusting, God damn it, I grew up in a world thinking the good guys are always win and we should be seeing these evil bastards get freaking obliterated. We should be seeing, these super wealthy elites, dragged up to a fucking gallows and fucking chains. Trembling and crying as the bags are as a burlap sack's thrown over their heads, and they're asked if they have any fucking last words, If there is any justice in this world at all, But don't worry, folks. Don't worry. I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm sure all these people in the Epstein files will take good care of us. Let's just, they're in control. Don't worry about it, because they're really good people. They're just, they're doing the best they can, and I wouldn't worry about a thing. I mean, really, people have a point in a sense. Why worry? I mean, really, I would like to join in the, mindless, just, I don't know, the proper, genuine, not giving a fuck, the beautiful, blissful, willful ignorance. Oh God! Could you imagine? Could you ever think about that? Like, if you have a clue what I'm talking about, right? You ever think about that? Just how great it would feel. Like, do you remember what it felt like when you believed in politics? When you were like, yay! Remember there was like a feeling back in like 2008, like, all right, people are waking up. People are really waking. There's a mass awakening. Wow, great. The evil's being exposed. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, Ron Paul. He's gonna get in there and save the day. Take us out of all these horrible wars and stop all this spending and get us out of the Federal Reserve and fix the economy, and we're all going to have great lives and live happily ever after. We're all going to get houses with nice white picket fences. Yeah. Our dog's going to run around in the backyard and, be surrounded by the sounds of children playing and go out in the backyard and have a nice barbecue. Say hi to the neighbors. Howdy, Ted. Howdy. How's it going, Jim? Oh, it's good. It's fine. How are you doing? Oh, we're doing real good. Yeah, me and the missus, oh yeah, good old, But we don't get to have the fucking boomer life, do we? We don't get to have that, no. We don't get to have home, marriage, love, happy family, whatever. We don't get to have the holidays with the family where, you got 20, 30 people over at the house and carving up the turkey, or, hey, everybody, who wants to sing Christmas carols? Hey! Time to open presents, honey. Look around, man. It just feels like the gut, I guess, it's nice that I got to experience, kind of normal, well, I wouldn't say that, but, well, I got to live in a time when things were so much better, You look back, sure, there was bad things and bad times and everything, but, by comparison, though, like back in the past, like, I was born in 84, kind of grew up pretty much 80s and 90s and stuff like that, and, yeah, it was like heaven on earth compared to the way it is now. Remember Saturday morning cartoons? Going for bike rides with your friends, you know? Playing outside, you know? Playing more. Even when I was by myself, I had fun, you know? I could just go out and, you know, play with a stick or something. I'd get two sticks and slam them together and pretend they were fighting each other. Well, the champion would fight any other challengers, you know? Right. Just. Yeah. Or whatever. Right. You know, cut a path through the sticker bushes and make a fort inside sticker bushes and stuff. You know? Or get up in the. What was the beginning of a little tree house, and I'd set up a zip line and I'd go down my zip line, you know? Or I'd target practice with my bow and arrows, you know? Or my BB gun. Or whatever, right? Or I'd, you know, or my friggin' slingshot or something, you know? Friends were around, we'd sword fight and or play war or play, you know, sometimes just sit down and play video games, you know? Play the fucking Sega or Nintendo, Atari, you know, back in the day earlier, you know, when I was younger. Maybe keep going. Yeah, shit. Glory days in a young girl's eyes, glory days, glory days. Yeah, especially like, I don't know. And in a lot of ways, my life went downhill when I was 16, but in a lot of other ways, it's like, that was some of the best fucking times of my life, right? I mean, with the women and just, I don't know, a lot of memories, you know? Times that were so fucking, so much better, you know? There's such a heavy burden on those of us that think and see what's going on, those of us that care, you know? Because the vast majority of people, they've released that burden from themselves and they've dropped all the weight on our fucking shoulders. Somebody's gotta care, right? But hell, man, maybe we should just give up, you know? Stop hoping for things to be better. Just fucking brace for impact, you know? Hang on for dear life, trying to survive. Fucking treading water. Treading water while surrounded by a bunch of people just smiling, having a good time. Life's beautiful, you know. They're sitting there with like, what a wonderful world. Fucking playing in the background of the mind, like, oh, isn't it beautiful? I mean, I gotta get some of that, right? Find some degree of peace, just meditation, or get out in nature, and just watch the fucking birds. Just have, if there's any way to just get away from the unconscious fucking mass of zombie people that, just, I don't know, because I'm sorry, but it's kind of making me sick. Because they're why we can't have nice things, basically. I mean, well, because it's kind of like this, right? It's like, imagine you're, at some family gathering or something, or you're at a big public thing, I don't know, school or a church gathering or, whatever, right? And there's like hundreds of, able-bodied men there and women and so on and so forth, and they're just having a good time. Maybe you're, having a picnic, and suddenly there's this like greasy, smelly gang of like, cranked out bikers that rolls up, and they just start groping the children, and they start fucking like just dragging them away and having their way with them. And there's only like 5 of them, and there's like hundreds of us, right? Or no, I'm sorry. Let's say there's 10 of them. Sorry, just to get the numbers, but for a better example, let's say there's 10 of them, but there's like a couple hundred of us, right? And they're just walking all over. They're dragging the children away to have their way with them. They're stealing food off our plates. Fucking pissing on us and shit. There's like 10 of them. And they're like, hey, come on, we gotta do something about this, guys. And there's only like 2, there's only like 2 or 3 people, that are like, yeah, we gotta do something about this. Come on, guys. And everybody else just sits there with their heads down, So it's like we're losing. We're gonna lose because only 2 or 3 people out of 200 are willing to stand up. So we're outnumbered, right? We're outmatched. Don't got a chance. Don't stand a chance. I saw this meme that kind of describes how it is, kind of. It's got like a bunch of, like a row of like a dozen or a couple dozen German shepherds just sitting next to each other in a row. And then on the other side, there's like a cat standing there, and it's got like one dog behind him, like guarding him or something, And the cat's like barking orders to this row of like, over a dozen big German shepherds and shit. And the German shepherds looking at each other, they go like, oh shit, we better do what he says. Yeah. You better do what he says. He sounds real serious. What are you gonna do? Nothing we can do. Better do what he says. Yeah. It's kind of our situation as a society because, well, I mean, maybe there's really something very, I don't know, maybe that cremation of care ritual at the Bohemian Grove, maybe that is like a really big deal, man. Maybe that was a real serious black magic ritual that actually worked, Just like people are just asleep. The lights are on, but nobody's home, And there's so much of that. There's too much of that. Out of the people that are probably, basically decent people or whatever, that would speak up or care about what's going on and that would get something done, right? Outnumber the bad, like, millions to one or something, But when, the people that care, we look at the rest of these people, this big mob, this big crowd of people, and we go, help! Help, please! There's bad stuff going on. Come on, people, we gotta do something. Help! And it's like, shh! I can't hear my soap opera. I'm trying to watch the game. God, come on. Just, Or they hit you with some shit like, you just gotta trust in Jesus. Don't worry. Or whatever, right? You gotta trust in God's plan. Again, I'm not really meaning so much to mock as what I'm mocking is the fact that, like, I feel like the whole God's plan thing is just a way for a huge mass of people that has the resources and numbers and clout and power to be able to actually do something about the terrible shit going on in the world. And trusting in God's plan is their way of relinquishing any and all responsibility to make the world a better place, to stand up for what's right. Because don't worry, the magic man in the sky is coming to save us. Deus Ex Machina will save us. The politician over here will save us. And if he doesn't save us, then the next one will, or maybe the next one will, or maybe the next one will, maybe the next one, 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 maybe the next one. Hey, I think that record's skipping, okay? And shit just gets worse and worse and worse. I'd say we're fucking like beyond the point. I think we're probably beyond the point of no return, May very well be it's super hopeless right now, You better hope, like, armies of angels, Jesus in a fiery chariot or fucking Thor or something, Better hope we start hearing, like, this booming sound coming from the sky, followed by, like, come from the land of the ice and snow where the midnight sun with a hot spring grow. Emma of the gods. And there's just like lightning bolts hit the ground like, oh, here he is, alright. We will not stand for any more of this. The booming voice of God, I've come to rescue you. You know? It seems like it would be impossible, like fucking impossible, for there not to be even like one powerful, influential, super wealthy, person, somebody who's got the resources and the might and the capability and the will to really truly. People keep buying bullshit from these pretenders, falling for these fraudsters, getting taken for a long ride, over and over, duped again and duped again and duped again. It's been going on so damn long that there ain't going to be nothing left. There ain't going to be nothing left worth fighting for, if there is even now, No home to go back to. No bringing back the good old days. No fixing things. Anyway, the world's going. Whoever ends up on top will be king of the ash heap. I'm sick of this shit. Why can't we just have, I don't know, stop rolling downhill like a snowball headed for hell. No kind of chance for the flag or the Liberty Bell. Best of the free life behind us now. Good times really over for good. Sure as hell looks like it. Sure as fucking hell looks like it. Watching the damn people in power, the people with all the goddamn wealth and influence in this world, just working their fingers to the bone, trying to bring us their nightmare dystopia as quickly as possible. Hey, let's make a movie about Terminators. Hey, let's build some Terminators. Let's make a movie like Brave New World or 1984. Hey, let's actually make the world like that. Let's posture and talk a bunch of crap to try to scare people about World War III. Hey, let's start World War III. Whatever the fuck, right? Just on and on. Let's make shows about a zombie apocalypse. Hey, I know. Let's make zombies real. All these fucking tech fucking guru geeks or whatever. Scientists and their fucking billionaires supporting them. They just sit around all day like hatching schemes, How do you, I've got an idea, guys. Yeah, it's great. What do you think? We can block out the sun. Yeah, how can we block out the sun? Pass me another baby. I'm hungry. And people just don't give a shit, right? Fuck, dude. Yeah, we block out the sun. Well, then we won't be able to use solar power for the fucking robots that we're gonna have. We need to build robots with artificial intelligence that's fucking 10 times smarter than a human being and at least 50 times as strong. We gotta teach them martial arts and how to use weapons and shit. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, goddammit, if you block out the sun, then we won't be able to use solar power. I guess we'll have to use a different type of power source then. Maybe it can be powered by the blood of innocent children. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, if they're fucking, like, leaders talking in their fucking meetings, you know? You got any more of that pizza? How about some jerky? Would you like some grape soda? How's the progress going on getting World War III going? Oh, it's excellent. Good to hear, Donnie. Good to hear. You know? Fuck. Why can't we just have some fucking good news, man? You know? I mean, occasionally one of these demonic fucking creatures in a body fucking dies off or something, I guess. Once they reach the age of like 200 or something. Shit, man. What the hell kind of freaking hell are we in here, you know? It's just so fucking ridiculous. Crazy. It's fucking crazy. I wouldn't worry about it. Everything's fine, really. Yeah. You know what? Damn it. Let's not worry about it. Let's just try, you know, to learn to stay on autopilot like the rest of them. That, you know, apparently they got their click remote and they're trapped on autopilot, while the rest of us are the conscious ones that don't have the autopilot remote or whatever. We're left to watch the world burn while they're just shoveling food in their mouth and watching foosball games and whatever. I ever get that feeling, you know, why, oh why didn't I take the blue pill? Alright. That's enough of this rant. Oh wow, I even kept it under an hour. It's a miracle. Alright then.